Like the DMs that I'm getting and the things that I'm hearing are so gross. You tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay.
At that time, I was bi-curious.
Manipulate someone's sexuality.
The next day, my sister convinced me to direct message James Charles, and I did.
Have them behave sexually in your favor, even if they're straight.
And after that movie, he asked to kiss me. I said yes, and we ended up making out for around an hour.
I wanted...
So Tati Westbrook falsely accused James Charles of being a sexual predator. Since then, James Charles has lost over 3 million subscribers and all positive reputation he had in the beauty community, to the point where people in the community are making false and hypocritical accusations against James Charles for seemingly no other reason than to get on the community's good side. She essentially ended his career, or at least damaged it beyond repair. As a self-proclaimed mentor and good friend to James Charles, Tati has been pretty upset by the response overall, so she decided to upload a new video titled, Why I Did It, and in this video, she does indeed explain the reasons why she did it, but those reasons are really weak to justify false sexual predator allegations. And honestly, I just think this video is emotional manipulation to the highest degree that I've ever fucking seen on YouTube, but I'm getting way too ahead of myself. First, I've actually got to prove my claims of this video being disingenuous. So let's start off with the actual defenses she gave to making the video.
From multiple conversations of things that I have heard, and from things that have been shared with me from my community, and things that have been happening, like it's respect, honesty, and behaving in a way that I just do not agree with. Really, really hope that you guys see that this is a cut that is much deeper than vitamins. And I felt defensive because I was hearing people say that there was a story about me and it was just too much all at once, and I did get defensive.
One was because she was feeling defensive, and the other was because she heard gossip in the beauty community. James Charles, in general, isn't the most liked person in the beauty community. He has a bit of an ego, so naturally his fellow peers wouldn't be a big fan of him. If you were really this mother figure to James and cared about him so much, why would you take the gossip of other beauty gurus at face value and use that as motivation to create a video that could damage his career? Now, the second reason makes a bit more sense. She said she was defensive. But you're the adult in the situation. I mean, James is almost an adult, let's be fair, but you said yourself that you're a parental figure to him. So with that in mind, I think it's rather irresponsible to call him out publicly over the vitamin promotion before contacting him privately, then do the exact same thing with your bi sister video, and then to be upset when people are going to war for you.
I want to share with you guys that I do really want the hate to stop. I want the picking sides and the abusive memes and the language and all of that. I really hope on both sides it can stop.
Now, in terms of feeling guilty and wanting to help repair James Charles' career, this video is a good step in the right direction, but it feels like a half step. You didn't disavow anything you said in the previous video, you didn't apologize to him, and you still have the previous video up that many people can go see and get the same opinion of James and unsub and witch hunt him. And as a self-proclaimed adult, mature parental figure in this situation, claiming sympathy towards James,
I don't want you guys hating on him. I don't think anyone deserves that.
But not taking full responsibility for the falsehoods being spread around about him is pretty irresponsible and disingenuous. But let's move away from the fact that she betrayed James and let's move into the fact that she betrayed her audience. In both this video and the Bi Sister video, Tati explains the importance of being a role model to her audience, and scolds James for having sexual content on his channel, while also having a fan base of kids and young teenagers.
It's about someone who reaches across all platforms 30 million people that are children, dominantly children.
Now that's a fine opinion to have. But I find it pretty insane that after the predator claims were debunked by the waiter, that you end up retroactively standing by it by keeping your original video up, and then continue to bawl your eyes out throughout the entire 20-minute video, explaining how bad you feel about the situation while reaping all of the rewards that you got from participating in it in the first place.
I'm so grateful for this whole journey.
You say this is about being real. You say this is about genuine connections. And you play the part emotionally, and that's probably what entices a lot of people to believe you, myself included to an extent, because you are so goddamn good at crying. But if your actions are not backing up what you're saying, I don't know whether to believe you or not. And it sucks because if someone's displaying that strong of emotions in a video like that, you want to believe them. And I truly believe that's what she's banking on in this scenario. The way the Bye Sister video was set up, and the way this video set up, preys on the viewer's emotions. And that's why I think the logic of this whole situation has kind of flown over most people's heads, especially since she was very vague about what she was actually talking about in the previous video. She preyed on that lack of knowledge and the emotions and the bad reputation of James Charles in general to concoct this perfect video that would help push sales of Halo Beauty to offset the damage that was done by James's promotion of her competitor, Sugar Bear Hair. And if that's the case, man, if my theory is correct, holy fucking shit, that level of audience abuse goes beyond promoting sleeping pills to kids. It actually just goes beyond that, because you are not only manipulating people's emotions, you are not only screwing over James, but you were also screwing over your own newfound fan base, all for profit.
You don't have my back, at least have your subscribers back, dude. Like, have some loyalty to that fan base who has put all that money into your bank account instead of lying to them.
She's explained multiple times in her previous video that she is a businesswoman. She's been on YouTube for a while. She knows the industry inside and out. Her husband helps with a lot of shit. That's why they were able to get James Charles so many good deals. And to not know how this would affect James Charles and the community perception of him is just a complete oversight that I just don't feel is very realistic, coming from her in particular. I don't think she expected the magnitude of it, but to upload a video like that and not expect James to get any sub loss, it's just mind-blowing to me. But I'd love to know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you want to know my more in-depth opinion on the Bye Sister video, I uploaded a video yesterday talking about that in depth. It's a much longer video than this one. I recommend you check it out if you want to learn my opinion more in depth, because a lot of other critiques I have about this video in particular also applies to the last video, and I don't want to end up repeating myself. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.
A lot of people think this is fake, or that they think that there was this like big agenda or anything, and there's not. So yes, I'm hurting. When you can't have any emotion for the other person who loves you so much, and all you're caring about is your image, and that people are questioning if it's you, and people are commenting, and that's what you're worried about, I'm not okay with that, and I need to like take a time out. That's not why I made the video, and I feel like I wanted to share with you guys why I did. This was really a wake-up call, and it was me trying to reach someone who I found completely unreachable. I knew that I needed to talk to James, and I was planning on hopping in my car and, you know, sitting down with him, but I changed my mind very, very quickly when I found out that he had been giving his side to Drama Channel. I felt the pressure to make this video. I loved him from the moment I met him. I don't know, he was like this underdog kid that everybody took a shit on. I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be associated with you. And I need to say that very publicly. He cried, he apologized. I have so much empathy for people. I feel like a very public conversation was had between myself and James Charles, and I'm sad that it had to get to that. But he did publicly apologize. And I'm just hoping that we can leave it at that and close this up, and that people can drop this and move forward and let some actual healing happen.
Yes, Tati, the conversation was very public, which is why expecting over 50 million people to stop talking about it is completely ludicrous, and why this disagreement should have been dealt with privately in the first place. I think you know this, and I think the only reason you made it public was to gain from it.